There's a war going on. Oh, I can bring peace. I can't even get peace for myself.
Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds, it's by my doorstep.
Sometimes the messenger has to become the message.
Bob, I know it's dangerous, but you're the only one who can unite the people.
You ready, Bob?
No guns can stop this message. I want the world to change. And that time is now. Yo, it means so much, not to me, to the whole world, me included. Because guess what now? You see how the world, you see what's happening in the world, right? Now, if we can have a movie by the name Bob Marley, One Love, be on billboards, and just that alone has sent such a message to the people. One Love. It's like a with subliminal. If you just say One Love everywhere you go. Everything means something in this film with this project. It named One Love for a reason. When that go up on a billboard, when it go up on the marquee or wherever, you see that it say One Love. It just putting one love in your mind.
I think I just had to get my head around what my feeling is when it comes to playing real life characters, which is that it is about the essence of the person, not being an exact copy or trying to do a mimic. But for some reason, when it came to Bob, my instinct was I wanted to be and look as close as I could to him. But I think it was just something to obsess with that I didn't really have that much control over. But if it was me looking in from outside, I would have been saying all the things that everyone else was saying to me. It's like, it doesn't matter about this and that. It's just about the essence. It's just about the essence.
We really try to find him everywhere, all around the world. But Kingsley, when I saw Kingsley audition, it kind of is the one that kept my attention. Like, so that was the first reaction to him. So, and he's really the only one who really keep your attention and kind of have a look. So people can believe it. So that's why, and he's an artist too. King is an artist, and the commitment to the real thing is evident in what he has done, So and keep doing so. Him have the right spirit and energy and the respect and the commitment.
He is one of the finest, loveliest, most committed actors I've ever worked with in my career. I am getting emotional thinking about his level of dedication and him allowing me to be as present as I was able to be, because he was right there in the center of what he needed to be for Bob. He did not take his foot off the gas at any point, at home even. He was in it, fully in it, from the moment he got that role to now. Like, he's been dedicated to Bob, dedicated to the family, dedicated to the truth, dedicated to making this, we say the word story, but it's not a story, dedicated to making this slice of life as honest and truthful as it can be. And I'm so grateful that he was chosen to take this journey, because I now can't see anyone else play Bob. It could only have been him.
There's so much to say about Bob's life. Everybody you talk to in Bob's circle has a different story. Everybody has a Bob Marley story. When I met him, where I was when I saw him for the first time, everybody was Bob's best friend. So it's just kind of digging through all of that and figuring out what's the most impactful story, again, for the next generation that doesn't know Bob. What's that window in his life that gives us insight into what he was thinking, what he was going through, what he was struggling with, and what he gave us. And what we settled on, the producers, myself, the studio, was that 1976 to 1977 was a period of musical genius. It was a period of time in Bob's life where he captured something, the hearts and minds of people around the world. Exodus went on to sell, millions and millions of copies around the world. Some of the most famous songs of all time. So that period of rich creation was important to us.
Well, how I describe him is one of us, He's one of the people, And so him different than plenty of the, what them call them, superstar or whatever, or whatever. 'Cause, like, people feel them can touch him. Them can sit down beside him, like, them can eat dinner with him and would be cool. And, it would be, so I feel like that is a real thing, that him touch the people in such a authentic way. So him and him have an authentic relationship where it's not so much like a superstar, oh my God, but it's more like Bob my friend, or Bob my brother.
When Bob's singing, the reason why no one can sing the reason why he can't be recreated is because he's singing for his life. Like, music is everything to him. This is my interpretation anyway, is that music and Bob, he's singing from his soul and his gut. He's given everything. There was no half concert. There was no half-hearted night. He's singing for his life. So you can't copy him. So of course they're gonna use his voices for the concerts because I can't reach the vocal sort of genius that he did. But what I can do is the effort or the attempt to, try and put the same amount of passion that Bob did into those concerts. It's really all about meaning for him. Like, he's really trying to communicate something through his message and his songs. And I understand that as an actor, because, in playing the meaning, like trying to articulate something in a scene, that's what he's doing with his music. And it was actually quite enjoyable. I mean, you watch Bob, if you just put Bob on any concert, and I'm convinced he's singing for his life every time he opens his mouth. Singing to God for the people, like it's a deeper thing for him. So the concerts for me were just about like, wow, I was really just kind of find my version of that. Like, so I do hope it comes across.
To play a real person who's still on this earth and have the blessing of and the support of and encouragement and information from their children is absolutely invaluable. To be able to text Adela, text Sharon, text Ziggy, be like, would your mum do this? Would she respond to Bob in this way? How do you feel about this line? Like, every single which way, I was ensuring that whether they were on set or it was over the phone, they had a hand in it, because it was imperative for us to be able to collect the information and churn it into something that was truthful for them, that was a truthful representation of them. And to see them be happy about it, to see them respond to our work in a way that was encouraging and felt right, was amazing. It was, again, invaluable. And I don't know if me and Kingsley would have been able to access what we did in order for us to achieve these portrayals. I don't think we would have if we didn't have the support that we did from Bob and Rita's children. it just guided us in the way that we needed.
Lashana Lynch is a generational talent, much like Kingsley Ben-Adir, an unbelievable talent. There's natural talent, and then there's what she's able to portray on screen. When I saw her tape, I thought I had seen her in a few roles before, and I thought she was exquisite, and no less exquisite in this film. She takes everything to the next level. She elevates every scene that she's in. She is just that type of actress. It's presence, it's perseverance, it's commitment. Unbelievable. I know that she works so closely with Sedella and Faye Ellington, who's significant to our production, on dialect and understanding what Rita was like, what role Rita played in Bob's life, and really doing the research. And that's the job of the actor, right? To go in and really dive deep into the character so that the performance doesn't feel flat or doesn't feel surface. And she is somebody that dives deep. She's somebody that goes really deep into character, and deep understanding as to what role she was playing at that particular time in Bob's life. I think she does it exquisitely. I cannot wait for the audiences to see her and Kingsley together. They truly are such a magical pair together. And I think it was because of the beautiful struggle of making a film, right? When you have to go so deep into a character, into a performance, you naturally form bonds, and the camera picks up on that. The camera sees that. The camera loves that.
Yeah, I went to hit like Bob's house, in the government yard, and went into his bedroom and going into Hope Road and seeing where he recorded and all those places. Yeah, it's really, I don't know what that feeling is. Imaginatively, it's just really helpful. So it's just activates your imagination in a way I think that's helpful.
Kingsley do a great job in expressing my father in an artful way, a respectable way. Not trying to mimic, trying to express feelings and thoughts, and do it with a dialect that is not his natural dialect.
It's hard. We had a soldier, so to speak, along for the ride. I had someone that was really, really deeply committed to really diving into who Bob was, his consciousness, the man behind the lyrics. That was Kingsley. He went so deep into this role. Very few people on planet Earth can do what he did, or even come close. And so just that commitment. And the family, look, they were there to support Kingsley. And I think he knew that. I don't think there is a movie without the support of the family. Having Ziggy on set to be like, my dad was like this, or even tell a joke, or the nuance is really what helps the film feel like a movie and not like something that's on stage.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the family to get to enjoy it, and to enjoy some moments of like reflecting on how incredible their parents are, and also for young generations who don't have a clue who Bob Marley is, get to learn. There gets to be an education for them whereby they learn who this legend is and what it took and where he sits with the world and what I can learn from him, and do I take any, do I have any like similar values to Bob that maybe I could exercise within my work or school or friendship groups. I think that would be really beautiful actually, because the way that he approached life was so honest and so rooted in him that in the world we live in now, the world of social media, the world of being swept away by everything being fleeting, I think it's nice to learn of a legend in a non-wispy and fantasy-like biopic that is actually back to the soul of the person.
Having Ziggy Marley on set was absolutely critical to me in the filmmaking process. I had a brother, I had a soldier, I had a friend, I had somebody that I can count on, not only as a family member, but as a true producer. Ziggy was there at 5 o'clock in the morning when I got there. And so knowing that you had that level, nobody was phoning it in. There were people that were there. They were there every single day to make sure that we were making this film authentic. From the voices to the costume to the production design, things in the background. Nothing should feel false or fake. He wouldn't walk like that. He wouldn't talk like that. That level of detail is critical, because any false note takes you right out of the movie, right? Makes you feel like, I'm not sure whether that's you're playing. I'm not a musician, right? So I have to count on the musically minded folks to say, he's not playing the right key there, the chord's off, or I don't know, maybe he's right under. It sounds good to me, but it's not right. So I had a lot of people helping me make sure that I wasn't messing up.
The influence he has on music, I mean, my homie see that is the influence him have on what people say in the music. What ideas you put, what words are you putting in the music. I think that is what his influence is. Musically, people like reggae and them play reggae riff and whatever, but Bob, the consciousness that and the messages and the love that Bob have in his music, the words, what him say, that inspire a lot of people to try and be better human beings. Try and be somebody who contributes something positive to the community. So that is the biggest inspiration, music here, but it's a message really. I mean, inspire other people to sing message, put message in their music, and if them can't put it, them sing his song, Get Up, Stand Up, or so war, So yeah, it inspire that,
There's something very simple about the message of love. It's probably what the world needs today more than ever. And he was singing about it, 30 plus years ago. So just, it encapsulates what his message is in all the songs. In all the songs, in all the strife, in all the struggle, in all the love, in all the pain, in all the joy, one love. One love to a nation, one love to the world, one love for healing. It encompasses all of those messages. Encompasses all of his albums. Catch a Fire. Going Back. All of his messages, all about one love. And so the simplicity of the message is actually quite complex. It's a lifespan of work in order to give people that type of healing, that type of let's all tap into something that we all have control over. And I think that's special.
Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? Is all I ever have. Redemption songs.
When you write that?
All my life.
Are you ready for Bob Marley and the Wailers? Don't let them fool you.
It's a hit.
Oh no.
Reggae is the people music.
You're a superstar.
I am a superstar. You can't separate the music and the message. You see, reggae music come to unify the people.
Not everyone likes what you're saying. For your own safety, you need to stop.
On December 3rd, 1976, would-be assassins invaded Bob Marley's home and attempted to take the life of the singer, his wife, and...
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that thing. That every little thing gonna be alright.
You like that one?
Yeah.
There's a war going on. Oh, I can't bring peace. I can't even get peace for myself.
Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds, bitch by my doorstep.
Sometimes
Singing,
the messenger has to become the message.
about a thing.
Bob, I know it's dangerous,
Every little
but you're the only one who can unite the people.
You ready, Bob?
No guns can stop this message. I want the world to change. And that time is now.
This is my message to you.